Right, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you what most business owners and what most online gurus aren't going to tell you. And it's the truth about business, regardless of the industry that you're in. I remember one of the first reasons that I got into business was kind of like maybe what you're thinking right now, whether it's your first year in business, whether you're thinking about taking the plunge, or if maybe you've been in business for a couple of years, then maybe you can kind of follow me on this one. And that I first got into business thinking that I was going to BYOB, right? Be your own boss. Okay, that's why most of us start. Or maybe the other reason was I just wanted to have control over my time and control over when I wanted to do something and when I didn't want to do something. Or maybe you started a business so that you can become financially free, independent, and have more choices, right? Whatever angle or whatever decision you took to become a business owner, an entrepreneur, that's on you. I don't believe that there's a right or wrong. But here's the thing about entrepreneurship that most people don't talk about, and I'm going to give it to you here. Running a business and being a successful business owner is boring. It can get really boring and it can get really lonely at times depending on how you structure. Now, I'm not talking about having a corporation with a bunch of employees, because there's certain points in your business that you're going to have to still step away from the crowd, or you're going to have to step away from the boardroom, or you're going to have to step away from maybe some of the team members that you have. And there's going to be decisions that you have to make on the back end, either by yourself or maybe with a select group of people. I bring this to your attention because far too often I'm sitting in front of a business owner that I'm giving a consultation to, and I'm kind of helping them strategize how to take their business to the next level. And they often tell me, Irv, I'm kind of bored. I'm kind of bored in my business, or I feel like I've been burnt out in my business, or I feel like I've gotten to the place where this isn't fun for me anymore, or I don't enjoy this anymore. And there's really a couple different things happening here in this dialogue. And believe me, this comes up quite a bit. But I think that if we shift from the fact that business has to be fun, business has to bring us fulfillment, and business has to not suck or be boring, how about we shift that way of thinking and we ask ourselves a question, and we answer this with a question. How about we ask it this way? Who said that we needed to find fulfillment in business? Who said that business was going to be fun? Who said that we had to find work meaningful in the type of labor that we do? I think far too often, and I don't want to point any fingers and I don't want to blame it, but I think that some of us get caught up with what we see on social media. We see the Stripe screenshots, right? We see how much money is coming into someone's account on PayPal. We see how someone's traveling the world, working from their laptop. And that may well all very be true, because I know some of these people. I've spoken with them. That is legit. But what's not being told is the full landscape of what's actually happening on the back end. And that's some of the betrayals that some business owners go through. That's the boring work that needs to be done when you don't want to do it. If maybe you thought to yourself that getting into business meant that you were going to do only the things that you wanted to do, you'd be right. But here's the other side of that. If you only did the things that you said that you wanted to do at the times that you wanted it, then odds are your business either A, isn't seeing the dollar amount that you were hoping to see by the same time last year, or you're maybe headed out of the business that you're in. So what do I normally tell people that are either feeling stuck in regards to feeling burnt out, or they're just bored with what they do, or they maybe feel as if what they do is no longer fun to them? I've come to the conclusion that business, especially if you want to run it at a high level, is not going to be fun, which is why I believe that you need to pick up some type of hobby or some type of creative outlet, whatever that is. Look, I know that sometimes we think to ourselves, well, this isn't what I signed up for. But unfortunately, not everything that we sign up for in the fine print are we able to digest until we're actually in that field. Another way that I can put that is, even though you think you were getting something and you got something else, doesn't necessarily makes it wrong. It just makes it different from what you were anticipating. Now, if we mismanage the way that maybe we handle the new information that we get, or if we mismanage the way that maybe we thought something would be and it turns out to be something totally different, and we look at it from a perspective of this isn't what I wanted, so I'm throwing in the towel, then you're always going to go from disappointment to disappointment. not just in business. This is going to carry in your relationships, not just in relationships. This is also going to carry in your personal life. Let's say if you were trying to lose weight, or maybe if you were trying to gain weight, and there were certain activities that you just weren't doing for whatever reason. You weren't hitting your calories. Maybe you weren't getting your daily cardio in 15-20 minutes. Maybe you weren't following your meal prep, or maybe the lifting sessions that you were supposed to be doing, maybe for weight training. Then obviously by month 2, which is, let's say, day 60, or day 90, month 3, there's no way that you can expect a different result if you never actually put that work in. Now, if you are a business owner and you are looking to scale your business, either you're looking to get better at creating content so that maybe you can target specific clients, or if maybe you've been trying to scale some of your ideas, you haven't been able to because maybe you don't have enough business credit and you have no idea how business funding works, then I want to help you out. Consider becoming a client of the Inside Inner Circle, where I show entrepreneurs just like you how to scale their business in a way that they are going to be able to start stepping away from it, and how to go after business funding in a way that they are able to do it multiple times, whether it's for one business, 2 businesses, or multiple businesses. I'll go ahead and leave the link to apply down in the description. So again, if maybe you're in that place where you're wrestling, should I keep my business going because I'm bored or I feel burnt out? Understand that there's different ways that you can find fulfillment. Maybe this is just another thing that you need to look at, of maybe you've gotten off balance with work and business being too much of the priority that now you've become desensitized to what having social gatherings feels like. And look, I'm all about being in the business. I'm all about working on the business. I'm all about scaling it, whether your goal is $1 million a year, $10 million a year, $1 million a month, whatever it is. But I also have to understand that everyone operates at a different frequency, which is why I want to recommend for you to consider some of those social outlets. Maybe take some time to unplug, leave the phone at home. I can't tell you how many times I've left my phone at home just so that I can be present and enjoy the moment. Now, I know that for some people that may sound a little crazy, but for those of us, especially as you start to scale and as you start to really run a profitable business and you have a lot of eyeballs on you, where people are trying to kind of get at your attention at every waking second, then you understand that when you don't have, let's say, your phone or your laptop in front of you, you're actually able to absorb and re-energize, when really you would have just been at that place and you would have just been behind a screen. And so those are some things that I think you should consider. I don't believe that the majority of the people that say that they're burnt out, far too often, they haven't even put enough time in. And if I want to even say it another way, most people that tell me they're burnt out aren't doing things at a high level that they could be doing it at. They're just frustrated because they feel stuck. And so they're kind of masking that behind the thought or the idea that they're burnt out. But no one doing anything at a high level consistently feels burnt out. They just feel bored. And when you feel bored, it's not so much that you have to find something entertaining within your business. You have to find a different way to have that creative outlet come out, rather than it having affect your business and affecting your partners, affecting your employees, and affecting the profitability of your company. So there you have it. If you found value in this content, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. Join the official community. Don't forget that anytime I'm not posting on here, I'm posting over on the Insight with Irv show, which is my podcast style channel. So if you like what we have going on over here, then you'll love what we have going on over there. Once again, I appreciate you guys checking me out. Till next time, everyone, I will see you in the next video.